Hello and welcome to the Cowboy4Game Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. I'm your host Jake. Today I'm joined by Bragg from Braggio.
Hey.
And Ben from NolanTCG.
He almost said from again.
No, I almost started with you and I know you get bitchy about changing orders, so I didn't.
That's not where the sound comes from.
From? He said from.
He went, I'm joined by Bragg. I'm joined from Braggio.
By Bragg.
So there's another F sound I can make, but it's too early in the podcast. So
Yeah,
imagine
it's way
that.
too early. Yeah. Be on your best behaviour. Unless we use that
Demonetization.
as the...
How was our week in Yu-Gi-Oh? Let's start with you, Ben.
I watched Jake buy a fuckload of Magic product today.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I didn't, technically speaking, didn't spend that much, but I cracked a lot.
Was it a pre-release or something today?
No. They do like a promo box that's like $40. You get a collector's booster and 5 booster packs. And we were just cracking them, and if you got enough value back, we were just spilling the
yeah,
store
I love
and
doing
buying
that.
another one.
Yeah.
I had the appetite to crack packs, and someone came in and bought all of the new product.
Yeah.
So I was left with nothing to
We didn't
buy.
have
other
Yu-Gi-Oh
than-
product, so instead Jake bought Magic product.
Yeah. Overall, I didn't spend that much, and I got some cool cards out of it. So
Yeah.
I got 2 boxes in and was like, I'm gonna stop.
Like, that's the thing I don't mind about Magic, where you go, oh, it's a green card that's worth $80. I'm never going to use this. That's going to get $80 of value. I need more red. More red.
Tom ended up cracking like 5 boxes, and on the 5th box he hit a card that was worth like $150, and he's like, I should stop.
Yes, Tom. Yes,
Yeah.
Tom, you should stop.
So that was that part of the week. Outside of that, played Yu-Gi-Oh! Tuesday night, X1, today, X1. Not having Promethean Princess today really showed that fuck, that card is really
do be important, yeah.
Yeah. Don't know when I'm gonna get it.
Yeah. I haven't even got the notification.
Some stuff's been shipped. Anyone who ordered Poplars is probably going to take a while.
Yeah.
Because, like, the Poplar... I'm not going to say it's short printed, but when you open 11 cases and get, like, 17, maybe, not the best sign in the world. But I hit 1 from my box, so I can't complain. But now I need a Promethean Princess.
Yes, you do.
Just got to wait for my second Poplar and my Promethean to come in the mail. Along with Goblins. But yeah, outside of that, not too bad. Like, the deck fundamentally works fine. It's just that Promethean Princess, man. It's so much better than going into Selene.
Yep.
So much better.
Yep.
And that was my week in Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, I also played a bunch of Master Duel.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll cover that.
Yeah, we will. Bragg.
Yeah, Master Duel. That's about it. My Promethean Princesses and Poplars are ages away. Don't know what I'm going to do. Voiceless Voice is going to be pretty annoying to assemble before YCS. What, we're 3 weeks out now? 4. 3 and a bit.
A bit.
Yeah. So, don't know what I'm doing that. Master Duel, Snake Eye stuff dropped. We talked about that last week, didn't we?
No.
You spoiled the news!
Well, I'll do my my patented tune in later in the podcast. First time I've ever said it, and I stumbled.
Redacted.
My patented phrase that I've said once and fucked it.
Patent for sale. Yeah, it's kind of silly in Master Duel. What's it missing? It's missing.
Fire. It's missing fire to go with it.
It's missing the salad, the salad link, which is
No,
pretty
it's
annoying.
missing the salad link, how dare you.
But you can play the whale.
Yeah.
Like, it's much the muchness. It's so...
Oh, I need to find my Zelantis
Yeah.
somewhere.
I might still have one home, if all else fails.
And yeah, so I'm playing Snake Eyes with Gate Guardian cards at the moment. It has not come up yet, Snake putting back one of the Gate Guardians as a continuous spell. I imagine it will come up, though. Hopefully. But it won't, because it's kind of bricky. You're like, oh, cool. I can discard Gate Guardian cards for my combo. Woo!
And then you put them back.
Yeah. Or you might end up with a Gate Guardian at the end. Like, just trying to get... Where the Gate Guardian cards can help you play through Nib, but I'll always just set it up going, I can stop Imperm with by putting the Gate Guardian up first. And there's like... So I was kind of choosing, what am I trying to play around? Imperm or Nib? And
On
I will
Master
get
Duel, you have no chance of being able to play around the right card because the one you pick will be the one they don't have.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Ah, well. We'll see in this year of fire if I will play fire. How about you, Jake?
Yeah, so still tossing up on what deck I end up playing for YCS. I quite enjoy playing the Hawkist, but the problem with Hawkist is when it opens bad, it opens real bad. So it's not even like, oh, I can put up a kind of semi-competent board. It's like I can maybe normal summon. Like, it's just real bad.
That was our game on Tuesday.
Yeah, so Tuesday I went X2 and opened hideously and lost to basically any form of interaction, which Ben had because obviously Fire, you get to play a lot of non-engine. Today was good. I lost to the fully built Fire deck, mainly because I haven't really built this version of Hawkers to play around that version because I'm still working things out. So there's things I can change within it that'll make it better. Yeah, but there's other plans in the back of my head, so it may need to start dueling with friends in order to work out which of those options will be the better one.
Yeah.
But the thought of doing that is sending me into a depression spiral that I don't know if I'll
Just
ever
duel
recover
against
from.
actual friends.
I could do
Glenn
that.
from Chicago.
I could do that. Anyway, there's a bit to think about there. And in Master Duel, it's become an absolute shit show, and I hate it.
That's beautiful.
It's disgusting,
Yeah.
and I don't know why they've done it.
Yeah.
So let's discuss it now.
Yeah.
So announced in the Tokyo Dome, and then obviously brought in a little bit later, they have
Night 2 of the
decided...
Tokyo Dome, hence why we didn't cover it.
Also, we kind
Yeah.
but also we kind of did talk about it.
Well,
I'm pretty sure I heavily mentioned...
We cannot have, because we did the podcast on day 1, so we can't have possibly mentioned day 2.
I did...
We don't talk about leaks here.
I was like, we didn't talk about any Master Duel news. They're hinting towards the Fire stuff, because it wasn't just a leak. Otherwise, we move.
Yes, so a bunch of stuff. So firstly, they've introduced a sort of returning or new player campaign where you can share a campaign code on your friend code to people that are either returning to the game or just starting the game.
If I remembered,
And,
they're at the bottom of our title cards at the start of this episode.
I mean, I started a thread in the Discord. Well, actually, I say I started. Someone else started a
This
thread in the Discord.
motherfucker.
What?
Taking away my code, people.
What? That it's this. You can do multiple.
My
things.
adoring fans will use the codes that you provided first.
It's not a 1v1 type scenario. They can do multiple. Ben.
When I looked at what you get for it,
So it's all Sword Soul stuff, basically.
yeah,
So yeah, you get some sleeves, you get an icon. The top reward is that you get a Sword Soul structure deck.
yeah,
Yeah.
it just kind of screams, this is a free bonus, there's no point in having it.
It's supposed to get people back playing again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get them
So-
back playing Sword Soul.
So make it a Fire deck.
No.
Should have done Fire
You
Kings.
have to pay for fire.
Should have done Fire Kings. Oh yeah, Fire Kings aren't in there.
Yeah, Fire Kings aren't there.
The rest
so,
goes out.
with that
Well,
in mind,
It's not that bad. I've lost to a couple.
don't get him fucking started on this
Lost to a
shit.
couple.
He's been
It's not the
ranting.
worst.
Don't.
Yeah,
just
so how
don't.
many
Just
rants on
don't.
the podcast? We'll get there after this.
It's not even worth doing on the podcast. It's
Oh.
not good content. It's just him going. Meh, meh, meh.
Is that
Anyway.
not the podcast?
Anyway, so as anyone who's playing Master Duel at the moment is aware, they have also accelerated the release of the Diablo Star Snake Eyes package to the extent where even Poplar is in there.
Yeah.
Which is fucking bonkers.
I'm sure we knew. I'm sure there was enough hints to everything, but Poplar. Poplar's like wild. That's
It's so bizarre that they've gone so in on fire.
released in Master Duel before released here.
Yeah, technically speaking, they had it 2 days before we could legally play it.
Yeah.
Legally.
Yeah.
4 days. No, 3 days.
Monday.
Three.
Wednesday?
Three.
Wednesday night.
Three.
I feel like it was a quiet day at work, so it wouldn't have been Monday.
One. Released Wednesday night. It was like 6 hours.
Yeah.
Released like 6 p.m. Wednesday.
But it says February 7th.
When was February 7th?
I thought it was Monday.
Wednesday.
It was Wednesday?
Yeah.
Ah, there you go.
Monday was the 9th.
So yeah, 24 hours before.
They got it 6 hours early.
Lachlan, if you're watching.
It took ages to do the update too. I kept going back to my room and it's like, no, not ready yet.
I must have clicked it right on because I clicked it, it opened all fine. I saw the card list and went, oh, crazy, posted it, then went and saw that Twitter posted like the same time I posted it. I'm like, must have just been live. First Poplar and Master Duel. Haven't resolved its spell search effect yet, but...
A lot of it is UR, unsurprisingly.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
It's real expensive. And they've had a real bad habit of doing that with a lot of the archetypes that have come out of late.
I'm okay with that. Because when they hit it, you get the gems back.
The problem is if they don't hit it, though. And you just have this deck that's, like, extremely consistent and oppressive, just staying around for ages.
Ash to 1. That's the only hit they can do.
Get rid of Ash.
Outside of that, though, there are some second-year anniversary little things going on. So they have a bundle for Blue Eyes.
You like Blue Eyes, kids?
So you get 30 master
3,000
packs
gems.
with 1 SI higher every 10 packs, which is normal. Alt art finish Blue Eyes White Dragon. I don't know what the alt art is. Hang on, is that it there?
So,
Oh, it's like OG Blue Eyes.
yeah. So they're doing a gem campaign at the moment.
Yeah, but I'm getting to that.
And I looked at how much they cost. I just want to say gems are fucking expensive.
Yeah.
It's the first time since the game released I've looked at how much gems cost, and I was like, oh boy.
I didn't think that was
This is a
that...
hard no.
Yeah, last time I went into that menu, I was like, oh, okay, maybe I won't. But the previous time I went to that menu, I'm like, oh, yeah, that seems fair, and I bought it. So there must have been a slight increase that's
Well,
swayed
I
me.
kept seeing it for other currencies. I didn't see it for ours, but like there was a point there where the notification was always at the top of like change of currency type thing. But I never saw it for AUD, so I just assumed it was Europe going. But no, that must be us. But yeah, back to the Blue Eyes pack.
Inflation on digital currencies.
You get a Blue Eyes Mausoleum
A
dual
digital
field.
loaf of bread.
Yeah.
It's so expensive.
A Blue Eyes Mausoleum dual field, Blue Eyes White Dragon protectors, and a present briefcase card case.
Oh, present briefcase card case.
And a Blue Eyes icon, and a Blue Eyes icon frame, and a Blue Eyes Dragon wallpaper. All of this sets you back 3,000 gems, but that is covered within the cost of the 30 master packs. So, like, effectively, you're buying 30 master packs and getting all this other stuff for free. Is probably the way they want you to think about it.
I'm saving up my gems at the moment. I'm playing solo modes.
Oh, that's cool. So, in addition to it being alt art,
I thought he'd pop for that.
I didn't know. I saw him doing it the other day. My surprise is already gone. With the alt art Blue Eyes that they provide, it has an alternate summoning animation as well. That's like the alternate art. I like the level of detail there.
So, the good one.
You know, I found something with the solo modes. You can just leave your Switch plugged in there on Friday night or anytime Jake's around. I don't know why. And they just get done.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
okay.
Yeah, so you might want to try that
You've
out.
got a little
Let's try it.
a cobbler elf for solo modes. As well, we have another bundle that is available, which is the Mate bundle. This one is only 10 master packs, and the Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon Mate. And this one again just sets you back the cost of the 10 master packs that you get of the 1,000 gems. The Mate actually looks really cool. I did see it in a duel I was watching the other day. May want to pick that up. Looks nice. I like it.
Does it say when these campaigns will expire?
I
I
don't
think
know
I
if
saw it was end of
does.
April, which gives me plenty of time.
Yeah, they do tend to run them for a long time. As well as this, they've brought back the first anniversary bundle, if you didn't pick that up the first time, which I
cool.
think is a Godfield, I think, maybe?
It's the Golden Godfield.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
it's the DM,
Yeah,
it's the DM one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's the Egyptian...
No, it's the DM one.
No, I'm just saying it's like that Egyptian golden field.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got the tablet of Blue Eyes and DM on the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said.
Yeah. It's
Look,
always
Chaos
up there.
Max is probably a good choice for a buddy, considering I think every bastard runs it.
I mean, yeah, if you play Blue Eyes, it is sort of synonymous. You have to play it because they're like, oh, I can flip your stuff face down and then I can attack for game.
Yeah.
Except that never happens because you never have the 3 pieces necessary to actually summon the fucking thing.
Yeah, it's...
But when you creature swap your opponent and give them the incantation that you've just used to search your Chaos Max, then it works.
Yeah.
You just have to open the incantations
And the creature swap.
and the creature swap.
Yeah,
That's
just
2-card
just
combo.
open them. Yeah.
I love creature swap.
And your opponent has to have gone first and not had a negation.
Yep, just little things, just little things. We do have a few more selection and secret packs as well. The first one is Name of Champions, which includes some stuff. The main card that people will like it has a bunch of URs and stuff that you might want to pick up, like Regeki and Harpy's Feather Duster and stuff like that. And it's mainly like the hero cards of archetypes and stuff. One that
I got
sticks
all the
out.
shit ones.
The one that sticks out is the Alternate Art of Ash with the feet. That has arrived in Master Duel, and I hate it so much. I think with the alt arts, you have to buy the pack and pull the card to get them. You can't craft the alt arts. You can?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yep.
100%?
Yep. Because when I was building Snake Eyes, it said I typed in Ash.
And it came up, but could you craft it?
I ain't clicking that. I ain't getting put on it.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. It happened with IP and Nightmare as well. It'll come up as a card that you can have in your catalogue, but it will not let you craft it. So you have to pull it from the pack. So if you are cringe and want feet, you have to buy the packs. The next secret pack is Guardian of the Sacred Sky. So that's a rework of an old pack, I'm pretty sure, which was like agents and garbage cards. So this one has the alt art of Appaloosa without Appaloosa in it. And also changes the animation.
Oh, yeah, I got the Appaloosa.
Yeah, I pulled that in the first lot of packs that I bought, so I was glad, because the IP was definitely not like that.
I
VPs?
don't like these.
I like the Appaloosa, and I like just having the option of artworks. It's okay.
Just on principle, I don't like the Appaloosa.
No, I'm about it.
Appaloosa's
It's not gold rare, so it's fine.
Appaloosa's not even in there.
Yeah, that's okay. And then finally, obviously, right into the future is where we get all of the Diablo Star stuff. We also get the Infernoble support that came out not too long ago.
They get their second batch of support.
Yeah.
Fuck me. And then the Cosmic Quasar shit that summons Hot Red
Cannot
off
craft
turn.
feet.
Yeah.
Confirmed. Right here.
Yeah, no crafting feet.
I am so sad, but I already had 3 Ash Blossoms, so fuck that.
But if you pull the feet copies, then you can decraft your other copies.
I just won't open packs with the feet in them. I'll just only open fire packs from here on out.
So yeah, that's where Master Duel's at the moment.
Yeah. Ladder's a bitch now.
Yeah, ladder kind of sucks.
My experience on ladder this morning, because I was up very early, was just the grand total of activate a pen scale, get Maxi.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay.
I mean, that's my experience with every deck.
And then when it's not Maxi, it's draw. And I'm like, cool.
Yeah, it's not fun. And you don't know...
Why don't you just keep playing and win like every other super heavy samurai player?
Yeah.
You see, I've bricked.
Ah.
There's the small issue of me being like, yes.
I only drew one starter.
There was one point where I had one Wakash, one of the big samurai in hand. I'm like, activate my scale. My opponent activates Maxi, and I'm like, I'll pass. My opponent does some shit. I had some hand traps to stop them. They pass back, and I'm like, draw the second one. I'm like, cool. I now can't play. The game is over.
Do you have to control a super heavy samurai monster or card?
You just can't summon the Wakashi unless you have the other land deck to place it at the scale.
Yeah, but the other one, can you search with it in scale with the Wakashi?
No, it has to be in.
Has to be a monster. Yeah, okay. That's.
So all of a sudden, I had to just pass.
I mean, in fairness, I would feel sorry for you, but you're playing super heavy samurai, so. Bleh.
I've readapted, Jake. I've readapted the classic Ben strat of
FTK?
if my opponent does anything that makes my day last longer, I scoop next game.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it. Really
If
the
I,
only
if
way
I
you can
play
get through.
against Super Heavy Samurai, my opponent resolves anything and I don't have a hand trap, I scoop.
The only time that I
Not with my
will
time.
persevere with bad hands and stuff is when it's the rank up duel, because I feel like sometimes it gives you a bad hand to make you think on the rank up duels.
Scoop.
I didn't activate Poplar's effect in Grave to go back to spell and trap. I'm like, no, done here.
Oh yeah, I have 100. I have absolutely fucking shame quit when I misclick or fuck up a play. I'm like, no, run away. I mentioned it before, but we had the Tokyo Dome Day 2 stream the day after our previous recording. It would have been on our normal, but we had to change the schedule. So this one was more so aimed at digital releases and projects coming out. They had a bunch of stuff for Duel Links and stuff. I don't give a fuck about any of that.
VR Duel Links, Jake.
Yeah, that's what I care about. I mean, like the actual.
That was the only Duel Links.
They only talked about that.
No, they had the Mega Summons or whatever the fuck they're called.
Oh, Maximum Summon to 7.
That's the one.
Look at him. Jake.
Call yourself Sevens Rush fans.
Look.
I don't do that.
Ignore what they say about you, Jake.
Apple.
You pull a good show together. Let's talk about Maximum Summons. Harpies. That is all.
Yeah.
End of discussion.
Releasing
So-
Harpies before anything else.
Yeah, like, they don't even have, like, the second pack.
They released anti-meta when there was no meta.
Yeah, they've got the two starter, they've got the supplemental decks, and then the first pack. Straight to pack 10.
Yep.
Love it.
It's fine.
Gotta get the
I mean,
heart.
if Master Duel got an advance of like the most broken shit ever, so can fucking Rush Duel.
I should start logging into that more often to get those free gems every time a set releases.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that when we get the fusion spell set to play 7 roads, I can play 7 roads.
Yeah. It plays really well. It's just, the format is a bit ick. It's like, you're not even really playing a game. You're just putting cards on the board.
Okay.
But there will come a point, I hope, where there's some skill.
Yeah. When we start getting those staples.
Yeah.
They can put those staples in like every fucking set.
So as Ben mentioned before, they did do a demonstration of, they called it Duel Links Project something or other, but it's Duel Links, it's Dueling AI.
Oh, okay,
no,
we're going that way.
sorry. No, sorry. I meant VR.
VR first.
Sorry, I did the wrong acronym.
AI comes next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a demonstration where I don't even know if the guy was actually playing it. He was just like, everything was like,
It was like watching like those videos you see of old people on VR, and they're like on a roller coaster and they run into a wall because they like try to move with it and shit like that.
It was more like there were times when he was looking around and going like, but like
Yeah, the
screen
camera
moving.
wasn't showing that,
So I was
yeah.
like, I don't know if this is actually happening right now. But I'm just going to assume that this is something that's like 4 years away.
Yeah, it's going to be a while. I think just with the sheer number of assets they would have to be able to animate within that game. Like, it's obviously going to be a smaller pool when it first releases, but even then, like, having to do some sort of animation for every card, including field spells.
Every field spell.
Like, that seemed crazy to me, to animate a field spell on, like, either side.
That's pretty sick though.
It is cool. Like, if they pull it off to a good
Genuinely,
quality...
if you want me to adopt VR, this is it. This is the only thing that has ever had me look at a VR headset and be like, you know, green's not that bad.
Couldn't we just done holograms?
Holograms would be great. But
We'll
VR,
get there eventually, though.
also,
I summon Kim Kardashian's father.
how long until the fucking Apple Glass lets
Yeah,
you just fucking put shit in
I was
front
going
of
to
you?
say, like,
True.
like the Steam, like whatever Meta's got going with their one, they've got, if they link up with the Apple one, that's the path to money, and this thing lasting longer than a month.
Yes.
I'll be keen, but we'll see.
Even 5 years' time when it releases, the C4G household is still operating. We'll buy a VR headset for it.
But then we move on to
another 5
the
years.
Master Duel AI. That one,
was
like
really
these
impressive.
ones, yeah, they had a lot more stories going on with all the other stuff. It took them a while to get around to doing a write-up for the AI. So the AI name is Python, and it was going fairly well, the demonstration. Like, it was showing like, oh, it's this set card of the opponent's likely to be this, so we can do this to play around it and all these kind of things. And it showed like how it calculates its play and its win percentage and all this kind of thing. And it was doing really well because they had 2 decks. The AI was playing Blue Eyes. The guy they called up to play was playing Dark Magician. The Dark Magician player opened
Brick.
abysmal.
Brick
It
real
was
bad.
the fucking worst hand I think I've seen a Dark Magician play. And everything was going well for the Blue Eyes AI. Got to like what would be a game-winning state. Threw game away.
just kept going.
And did the standard AI thing of like, I need to make the biggest thing on the board as possible, so just like threw an alternate on the board after, which he should have done before to then win the game.
And then
Pollied
polyed with it
polyed
after
with
putting
it.
it on field.
Yeah, but at which point they had cut the string.
As soon as I saw it go for the poly, like,
Started
no.
throwing and they're like, and we're back. Yeah, that was really impressive. Good work, guys.
Yeah, so the AI has some work to do.
Well, I mean, it's on par with a lot of players, though.
I mean, yeah, maybe that's the problem. Everyone that was versing it at the Tokyo Dome was just a clicky button moron, and it just learnt that, like, oh, I don't want to go for game. I want to summon my cool shit from the extra deck.
It's learnt from the player base.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Executives getting to do pre-playing. Oh, yes. If I link my Dark Magician off and then activate the Fusion Spell from my hand, that's great.
It needs more work. And the other thing that you highlighted at the time was that once it gets into like a general player pool, the rogue people of the world are just going to fuck it up. Because it's going to have that 1% chance of someone playing a Drowning Mirror Force or a fucking Rainbow Life or some shit. And they're like, I have to play around this.
It'll hit Awakening the Dragon and never use Spell ever again. It's like 100% chance if you hit the Awakening the Dragon, it loses. So it's like, I can never activate back row removal because if it's hit the Awakening Dragon, 100% chance I lose the game.
Do you know what would make it a more interesting thing? Rather than something you verse against, I think it'd be a more interesting training tool. Like, if you could have it analyze different decks and, like, pinpoint, oh, okay, more often than not, if you Ash at this point, they have, like, dropped their win percentage by X amount.
Go the full combo. Have it copy the best duelist in the world, and then just practice against it.
That's right. Jake looked at me. I'm prepared for this task.
What, finding the best duelist?
Sure.
Being the best.
To be the best, you got to beat the best.
Well, I have no doubt in my mind that Ben will, hands down, be the best Goblin Rider player that I've ever seen. Because he'll be the only one I see.
Oh, I reckon 3 make day 2 at YCS.
But the thing is, he's not going to play it. He's not going to play it. He's going to play his fucking Promethean bitch.
We'll find 3. Will he?
100% he will.
I'm so nervous about fire now.
You don't need to be nervous.
When we're doing interviews at YCS,
playing it.
I'm going to ask everyone if they're playing Goblins. You're playing Goblins today, sir.
I feel like you're opening yourself up for so many Goblin D's jokes. It's just going to be a Goblin D's compilation, basically.
If someone says yes, I'll just retaliate with Goblin D's nuts.
What's Goblin? Who's Goblin?
Next news story, Jake.
Next news story is in relation... Yeah, we are. So, for the TCG, we have announced our next OTS ultis. So this was from an official stream.
It is Harpy's Feather Duster, Chaos Angel, and Warrock the Vanquisher.
Yeah, so the Vanquisher we knew from the written up preview a little while back.
Which
so
is neither here nor there.
The Duster looks really good.
Yeah,
the Duster looks phenomenal. I don't know how we saw it though.
I will not play it over my video game promo.
I will.
It was leaked on Twitter. And by Twitter I mean the Facebook group that you probably shouldn't go into because you'll get put on a list like we are. Yeah, looks good. Warrock the Vanquisher. Really wish it wasn't in there. Chaos Angel.
It would have been fine if they kept it in there if they didn't just like get rid of 2 of its best cards.
Anyway.
But yeah.
Next news story.
So yeah, when's that releasing?
The supers in the set are pretty shit.
No, there was
It's an outdated OTS
Super
pack.
Coddle for Chimera.
That.
It was the one comment.
Oh, sure.
That is
okay.
the best super that they gave because the rest of them are all
Now they all
that
match
they
you.
hit on the ban list.
That's a super. And
not true.
Pearly as well.
And Saphira.
There is an
We
ulti of
don't even
that.
play that Saphira, do we?
The Ritual Saphira. Do you not play Ritual Saphira?
I don't think so.
I thought it was one of. Because the ulti went. I have an ulti if you want to play it. Next question.
Well,
Next news.
next news.
Master Duel.
No, I'm not going back to that. We can talk about that next week. We got some more hints of what's coming in the Rarity 2 collection, which
They're
is...
reprinting Pearly after they hit it.
Yep. So My Friend Pearly and Pearly Pretty Memory are going to be in there. Solemn Judgment, Solemn Warning, and Solemn Strike all getting prints.
And Solemn Scolding.
No.
They can just reprint all of them.
Scolding was cool.
It's never been reprinted.
Huh.
Outside of its Megatin.
Huh.
We've got
Oh,
Book
so
of
it's only
Moon.
been secret.
It's got 2 secrets.
Probably a secret, there's 2.
Book of Moon, Book of Eclipse,
Well, of course it will. There's
Preparation
a
of Rites, and Etelly, and Goldsark. Diddy Crow, and Saravis.
First ever
Saravis.
Saravis reprint.
Yeah, Ritual Saravis. It's not There's 2.
It's in.
Outside of its original reprint.
Because we talked about this on the podcast. Where I was thankful that it was in the set we liked that was ranked number 1 last year. Was it? Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
We didn't.
It's reprinted in this rarity collection.
It was in Amazing Defenders.
Oh, did we rank that number 1?
Yeah. It also had a printing.
I ranked that number 1.
It also had
it
an
wasn't
ultra.
ranked number 1.
It also had an ultra printing.
Oh,
a
Rarity
little
Collection
while
one,
back
and
as
then
well.
you're mad. Should be number 1. Number 1 in our hearts. Stolen. Stopped off a count. Wait, the count has stopped long ago.
The count stopped. You were doing the counting.
1.
Amazing Defenders 1 Arizona. We move.
We move on to questions. So if you weren't aware, we do have a Discord. Link will be in the description below. Feel free to jump in, say hi, and ask us questions. First question this week comes to us from 656.
The poll.
Is it actually any different from when previous best decks have been at their peak price-wise in terms of the expense of the competitive game? It seems like the best decks are always around $1,000 to $1,200.
Yeah.
He cited Sword Soul, Kashtira, Tier Element, Teledad, and Striker.
Yep.
We're
in all formats end up at this price point. The issue is that people are like, the stuff you mix it with was budget. Why is the stuff that makes it good not budget?
Yeah, I suppose
that's where we are.
Yeah, the issue is that one of the most expensive cards in the set being Bonfire, or one of the in that sort of fiery era, is the card that the budget players needed. Whereas previously, you didn't care that much that Sword Soul Mogi or Kashtira Unicorn were super expensive because you weren't playing them.
Remember, kids, Rapier was a super budget deck.
Yeah, that deck wasn't that bad.
Yeah, let's ignore the cost of Zodiac.
Well, Barrage was only 300.
Just didn't need to play it.
Barrage was only 110, 120 only.
And Dryden's and Borbos were 60 a pop.
Yeah, but it only gets up to about 500.
And then let's talk about the cost of the Solemn Strikes you'd have to play, the cost of the Ash Blossoms you'd
Strikes was
play.
reprinted by then.
One reprint. It was still like $40.
It was a super tin.
Not yet.
What?
Yeah, it
It
wasn't.
was secret in a...
I swear, super solemn.
No.
Strike.
I know for a fact that hadn't been reprinted as super yet.
What?
Because it was the Mega Tin of the year before, it was secret again. Because I bought a bunch of that Mega Tin to get the Pot of Desires. And
Oh, yeah.
Solemn Strikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the issue isn't so much that the cards are expensive, it's that they're generic and expensive.
Yes. And then Ash Blossom came out a month in.
Oh, yeah.
They went, it's okay, guys. Rats at 1. Here's Ash Blossom.
So yeah, to stop the rest of rats, you need this.
Yes.
I miss rat.
Decks are always going to be expensive.
Yeah.
Just that Pokemon player. Where they'll whinge about how expensive their game is, and I looked at the price of the deck, they were saying it's too expensive. It was like $90. I'm waiting for this card to come down in price. It was Palkia, I think. And it was like $20. I'm like, I hate you. You don't even know.
The last time I remember a card being expensive in Pokemon was like Dedenne, and it was like $45.
And that's a card that everyone could play.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. It is just, the meta's always going to be kind of expensive. It doesn't make sense. There was a point where then they doubled the amount of secret rares we get, and then the prices came down a little. But then we're back up. It's all out the window. I was like, that's kind of weird. We can't really use Teledad because Teledad was genuinely that expensive.
Yeah.
Those Dark Arm Dragons were hard to find. As opposed to now where we don't
Cards
have.
are
If you bought
relatively
a case, you
common.
get a playset.
Yeah.
Just like most things.
Oh no.
Yeah, nowadays.
Yeah. Before I get on to the next question, well, actually, it's kind of relation to the next question. What was the result of our Spotify poll this week for our most anticipated anime?
A bunch of ties on a few votes. Striker, Zeus, and Visas all come in second. Melfi, Delbastar, and Magistus all get ignored. Albaz wins out. We've got a bunch of Albaz fans in the audience.
The people want to see Albaz.
Look, I am kind of curious to see it play out. I think I'd rather see Zeus.
Yeah, I want to see a mecha.
Well, he was second. He can.
Yeah.
But the type is Striker.
Who voted for Visas?
I mean, you're going to get people voting for Striker no matter where you go.
I'm kind of
Although
curious.
I wish that there was a way that we could track who did the voting, because if I found the Sky Striker people, I would somehow ban their accounts.
You're on the list. We know. Jake's just joking that we don't know.
I'd watch a striker. I don't know. But I would also watch the Elder Star one. I'm kind of curious where to go next. Because Goblin Bikers is next. Do we know what's in the next set?
Dear Bells.
We'll find out.
And was there anything like... So there's no other archetypes?
No, it was only her support. There's no direct link.
So it's not going to be like another Vesus where it's just like, oh, every new one is the next chapter. This time it's just...
Goblin Bikers.
Yeah.
Unless the new tri-type is somehow linked, but there's no cards that
I think
correspond.
it's supposed to be.
Well, the Goblins don't, do they?
Yeah.
There's artwork that has her
Oh, no, artwork,
in
but
there,
the
but like
goblins,
there's
yeah.
nothing that links them, but there's
Yeah.
no artwork that links
Good point.
her to the new tri-type either.
Yeah.
It probably does.
But yeah, the reason I brought that up is 6i6. Next question is, what other archetypes would you like to see an episode/series of? And should the anime storylines follow the combo lines?
I don't remember what we were shitting off. We'll just going crazy last week. We said a few.
I want to see True Draco versus fucking
Oh, True Draco would be
that
pretty cool.
triangle.
Actually, yeah, the Masterpiece
Yeah.
storyline would be kind of cool.
Yeah, give me that. I want that.
They like it shouldn't even be a thing of like random archetypes. They should just do series of each of the lore lines. So
Marauder
the
Captain.
World Legacy, the
Freed.
Dual, whatever it is, Terminal.
Yeah.
Like all of those. Like the story is there.
Magical Scientist.
New Adora.
Makes Inpachi.
Blazing Ampache.
Oh yeah, the Impachi story. I want to see the Impachi story. That'd be sick.
It's all in the cards. It's pretty sad.
I mean, yeah, you can say that literally about any lore line.
I don't like it when things catch on fire.
Then why are you playing a fire deck?
He puts
Put
fires
the
out.
fire out, Jake!
No, your current fire deck.
They're the kings.
It
of
puts
fire.
your own shit on fire.
No, they're the kings. They tell the fire what to do.
Yeah.
Except they're popping your own shit more often than not.
Yeah, they tell that fire what to do. Other shit catches on fire and like, get in a bin. Next question.
Next and last question is from Ryguy. Are there any decks you consider yourself to be an expert on?
Oh god, not anymore.
Dragon Man.
Like, I put so many hours into Cosmo, and it's all gone.
It's all worthless knowledge.
Yeah, besides the fact it is worthless knowledge, I could pick that deck up now and go, oh, I'm lost. Like, so many lines, everything just gone. So, no, I'm not an expert in anything.
I'd like to think I'm pretty good at Mech Knights. I'm okay at Orcust.
I'm getting good at Gate Guardian.
Orcust changes.
Expert, Jake. The question was expert.
Yeah, no, I'm just cycling through the decks to work out what I would be an expert
Ask
on.
Ryguy to give you a definition of what the expert is. Ryguy, I expect that in the comment section.
I mean, it's a very low ceiling, but let's say invoked.
Man knows how to normal summon. And then link again.
No, you don't link again, don't be stupid.
I thought that then puts a fire and a light engrave. Then you go Almirage into the
I mean,
1.5
there's no
days.
shortage of fire, especially in the current format. You don't need to link twice. You just make Spellcaster one.
Point down one?
The point up one. Make the point up
I
one.
thought she point down.
Nah, she point up.
Oh.
Oh no, my fusion deck doesn't have a link zone.
Yeah, I got nothing. I could be good at Striker if I tried. But that's not saying much.
Oh no.
He is the master of faster.
Really not.
The sultan of speed.
But that does conclude us for this week. Do
Oh,
we
what's
have...
the poll? What's the poll? Yeah.
Yeah, I was
the poll
just
for this
thinking.
week?
I was thinking maybe what
What
deck,
deck should
you...
Jake expertise?
Maybe we should have Ryguy let
question.
you know how sentence structure works.
I started the sentence and I was like, I don't know how I'm finishing this.
We'll just arrive at the end and see how we go.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, let's say, what deck you feel... let's not direct this one at me, because I feel like all of them have been directed at me. Let's
You are
say
the host of the
Ben.
podcast.
I am, but as host, I'm going to delegate and say what deck you feel Ben should master. Other than Dragon Maid, because that's cheating.
We all know it's Goblin Bikers. I am the greatest person in that deck at all, despite the fact that I haven't read every card and don't really know what they do.
But that does conclude for this week. If you are watching along with Spotify, feel free to vote in the poll and favourite. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. Jump into our Discord, ask us some questions, and we'll catch you all next week. Peace.